Our role in government is to support our branches into better servicing the government and public customer by providing them access to our services, better access to our inventory, to our technical capabilities, and then packaging it all together with the understanding of how the government does work. Motion Industries supports the multiple channels. We support the federal government directly, all your departments, Department of Energy, Department of Defense, Department of Interior, Department of Transportation, and then we go down into the state level, municipality level, states and colleges and universities and labs, down to the prime contractors, the people that are actually taking those federal dollars, the OEMs, but also the people that service bases and other federal entities.
Motion's GSA schedule is the 51V hardware superstore. This allows us to sell products on the storefront, which is SIN 1, where a customer can come in and order products from our branch. We call this walk-in, walk-out. Also, they can order products from our catalog, which is on GSA Advantage. GSA Advantage is the premier website or online website for government users. They can go onto the website and see Motion's products by searching for Motion Industries, for searching for a bearing, or searching for a belt. And when they do that, they get a list of suppliers, and Motion will come up as one of the suppliers. And with that, they can see our rich descriptions and our images, and then they can purchase off of our contract. We have the capabilities to make sure that when the orders come through, we process them and ship them out on time. And then we also provide the government with a tracking number to make it easier for them to understand if they received it, or if it's going to be late, or what's going on with the order.
Motion Industries supports military customers from the base all the way down to the prime contractor, the Tier 1 to Tier 2 to Tier 3, from the MRO side, the operations side, but also from the actual OEM parts, where we will actually provide parts that go on land, maritime, and some aerospace applications.
Motion Industries supports all branches of the U.S. military, from the Army to the Navy, the Air Force, the Marine Corps, the U.S. Coast Guard, Homeland Defense. Motion Industries supports all of these with our products and services, with our branches, our national footprint.
We ship products to continental United States bases. We also ship to Alaska, we ship to Hawaii, we ship to Guam, and then we also ship to DLA, which actually sends things overseas to the forward operating bases. DLA is the entity in the government, Defense Logistics Agency. They primarily procure the lower value OEM replacement parts. We see them procuring more OEM replacement, but also getting more into the MROs. We at Motion have our own mil-spec packaging site located inside a distribution center, where we have the ability to provide clean room capabilities. We actually add value to this product to DLA. That includes kitting. We will take an assortment of items, put them together, and we will kit it for the military customer. We've recently been awarded numerous state contracts, and we inside the government operation, what we do is we support them in the proposal writing, the technical writing, in telling the story, and then once we get the award, we work with our branches in rolling this out and how to roll it out properly. It gives us a real good understanding of where their potential gaps are, and so we attack those gaps with our expanded capabilities, specifically from the services side. Specific gaps from the state side is if they have a 5-year contract with a competitor that is a catalog competitor, meaning they're just part numbers. They cross over part numbers. What the state doesn't realize is the fact that, one, they can be cheap because they don't have the infrastructure for the support and the technical side. And so what that typically means is these people have been replacing existing parts with the same thing over and over and over again. So it allows us an opportunity to go into that maintenance manager and say, hey, what are your issues? What are you having to replace repeatedly? And then we come in and we actually provide that value-added service and saying, hey, here's some new technology. Here's some ways that we can extend the life of these specific components. for those applications that are critical to your needs.
Ever since Motion's been around, we've done some type of business with our states and generally within our local communities. Whether it's with a local community college, it could be a larger university with multiple campuses, Department of Public Works, it could be a Department of Transportation whose funds generally come from the larger state budgets. We've always provided these customers with great service and the Motion difference.
Motion Industries Government Sales has done a great job for us with our sales effort. When you're in front of the customer, that's where the rubber meets the road, and this team really shows that they understand the needs and how to get this stuff done.
Yeah, Motion Industries has recently been awarded some contracts with universities because universities and colleges have in the past been it hasn't been a focus necessarily of Motion, but because we haven't had these contracts, now that we have these contracts, we're really pursuing these opportunities, which a lot of these universities are little small cities, and so there's so many opportunities for us in these areas.
The government sales department can support our branches with college and universities or any schools by providing all of the necessary protocol and understanding the rules and the regulations that these entities need to procure under.
We're building processes and procedures to make it easy for them to do pricing, to do contract review. We have FAQs and brochures for each contract that we have been awarded. And we not only do a rollout on a conference call, but we also post them on our Policies and Procedures website under Government Sales. We also have how to process orders for GSA and information about wide area workflow and other various, what are TA compliant countries and who are government customers that can use our GSA schedule. The benefit of that is that they can easily service the government without any problems. And, it's sometimes you may think it's a scary thing, but it's easy when you have our group to help you with it.
Our government sales group has been extremely helpful in walking us through the process it takes to deal with the federal government. They helped us process the paperwork. They helped us deal with the different government agencies and taught us what was necessary as far as hitting the shipping dates, doing the notifications of shipments. Things went so well on the first order, we have received several other orders after that.
Government Sales Group has assisted us in registering us with, when I say us, the branches that I work with, registering us with local government facilities and Tier 2 military subcontractors, getting us allowed to do business with them, I suppose is the best way to say that. They get us registered and sign us up and help us with those parts of the application. If you have a bid coming up, let's say for a local city or county maintenance group or whatever, there are certain papers that you have to complete and register with them on each and every bid. These guys doing that paperwork for us, they do it every day, so it makes it much easier to complete it correctly. I think it's as important as any business because it's so widespread. Every local agency, every local government, every military complex, they all have business that we can participate in, opportunities for us. So it's big business. It's a lot of it.
A classic example of our branch folks doing a great job with our prime contractors is we recently worked on a project in shipbuilding where the individual worked closely with the prime contractor to perform a task and that was very highly technical in nature, and we were able to provide our service and our products and our technical expertise to this application, and it allowed the customer to save a tremendous amount of money having all of all that expertise in one location and provided by one supplier, which was Motion Industries.
What's important, I think, for the customers to know about what we're doing in the government sales group is that we're here to support the branches. And we have over 500 plus branches out there that can service contracts and deliver on time and be that partner in trying to help when you have a problem. And we have those type of people at Motion. And we have the technical people, we have our business development managers with government, and we also have the operations crew at corporate.
We have all of the capabilities that they need in order to meet their mission.